Yes.
Is this on the question, the one that tested?
Yeah.
No, I mean, going to get tested soon.
Yeah.
This whole paper.
Yeah. So you can do, can pass one. Okay. Okay. This one, the most importantly is still read the question carefully. Know what they want you to do. They want you to write each value correct to one significant figure. Then after that, you will know roughly what is this value. Okay? So right now there are two numbers, 2.39 and 7.86. So they want you to write each of this number to one significant figure. Significant figure for a string of numbers, don't care whether got decimal point or not. 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 1, 9. If you have a string of numbers, the most significant that can tell you what is this number one is the number to the left. Because this string of number is 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 84 million. This 84 million, the most significant, the most important digit here is to the left. It is roughly 80 million. This digit is the most significant out of all the digits. So for all numbers also same. The digit that is to the left is the most significant one. So if I want one significant figure, I will leave, I will keep, I need the first number. The rest, never mind, just put 0. So this is 1SF. If I want a bit more exact, this is the most exact, this is roughly. Then if I want to a bit more exact, then 8, I need the second significant figure. But when I look at the second significant figure, I need to look at the third one first to see whether I need to round this up. This is 5. When it is 5 or more, means my second digit has to round up. So the same number, but not as is more exact than one significant figure, not as exact as the whole number, is roughly 85 million. Okay, so that is what is significant figure. They tell you the most for the numbers. So in this case, 2.39, I only need one significant figure, meaning I look at the first digit, then I look at the second digit. Do I need to round up or not? 3, so I don't need to round up. So 2.39 is roughly just 2. Then 7.86, also same. I only want one significant figure, so I want this number. But to determine whether I need to round up, I look at the next one. 0.8. 8 is larger than 5 already, meaning 7.86. If I want to round it off to just one significant figure, it is roughly 8. I need to round this up. So 2.39, one significant figure is 2. 7.86, one significant is 8. So that is what they are expecting you to do. Okay? Then 2 times 8 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. So they want you to round off to one significant figure for each of the number. Just like that only. Very simple. solve 2x minus 15 equals to 3. Again, solving equation. When you see this without the solver, they are just saying that 2 times x minus away 15 is the same as 3. Okay, so an equation on itself, it is just telling you 2 times x minus 15 is the same as 3. Then when they say solve, they are expecting you to find out what is this x that will make left and right the same. That is the meaning of solve. They want you to find the value of x. So how we find value of x? We can systematically, they give us one equation, we keep writing equation until we know what is x. Okay? If 2 times x minus 15 is the same as 3, that means I want to slowly get to just having x here. I don't want minus 15. If I don't want minus 15, I must let it go to the other side. So how can I let it go to the other side? I don't want minus 15 here, so I must plus 15 on both sides. I purposely plus 15, so that plus 15 minus 15 here becomes 0. I will no longer have a minus 15 here. So I will still have my 2x, then what is on the right hand side will be 3 plus 15. So the effect looks like I am moving the minus 15 to the other side, and then I change from negative to positive. But what I'm actually doing is adding on both sides. And because left and right, they are the same, if I add on both sides, left will still be the same as right. Okay, then I will get simplify. 2 times x is 18. 2 times what equals to 18? 2 times 9. 2 times 9 will be 18. So I have solved already. Actually x is 9. So how can I systematically find x is 9? I divide both sides by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I have found x must be 9 for left to be the same as right. Just like that only. Solving of equation. Finding out what is this value that will make left equals to the right. Okay? You can put it back to double check yourself. 2x, my left hand side is 2x minus 15. When x is 9, 2 times 9 is minus 15 will be equals to 18 minus 15 is 3. Then you see your right hand side is also 3. Okay, so you just systematically write equations until x is on one side, you will be able to know what is x already. That will make left and right the same. Okay. Solving equations, actually algebra is the easiest one because it's all plus, minus, multiply and divide. Simplify. They don't want you to change what is there. They just want you to write it in a more simple form. B squared cannot be any simpler already. Then here is actually the bracket is being squared. So the bracket is multiplied by itself. Okay? So if you remember your law of indices, to open up the bracket is simply b and then 5 times 2 to get your 10. The answer is just like that. But if you go and think a bit, why is it b to the power of 10? It is actually because we are finding here is b5 times b5 because we are squaring the bracket. So b5 times b5, that's why we add up the power. Or if you go to even more basic, b5 is b times b times b times b times b. Multiply another b times b times b times b times b. Then if you go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's why it is equals to b multiplied by itself 10 times, and the easier way to write it will be b10. That is why multiply, we just add up the power. Similarly here, b2 times b10 multiply. What it actually means is b times b times then b times b 10 times. So 10 plus another 2, that's why we just add up the power, can already, when this is multiplication. Okay? If you go to the basic, it is because of this. So the rules itself, even if you don't remember, go back to basic, what it actually means. But if you remember the rule, then good. Same base, multiply, just add the power. Okay? Regina invest 5,000 in an account. Compound interest. Remember that all this formula, compound interest, you are given. It is on the page 2 of your exam paper. Okay? So it's just how you use it. You see, it is the first formula on your formula list. They tell you total amount is P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. So what is important is you know this formula is there, and then you know how to put in the numbers. Okay? So the formula is total amount equals to P 1 plus R over 100 over N. They ask you to find, means all this is given one. It's just identifying them. So what is P? P means principal. P means principal, or the starting or your original amount of money. Principal. Okay? So your starting amount is 5,000. You start with 5,000. So your P is 5,000. Inside your bracket, what is R? R is your interest rate. That's why it's called R. Then your interest rate is given 5% per year. 5% per year with the 5 years. Okay? Then what is N? For compound interest, N is how many times your interest compound. Compound how many times? So in this case, your compound interest, you compound it every year, per year. Every 1 year you compound 5%. Then all together at the end of 3 years. 1 year compound 1 time, 2 year compound 2 times, 3 year compound 3 times. So your N is 3. key into calculator, let your calculator do the job. It will tell you 5, 7, 8.13. Okay, so this is total amount. Total amount means you put the money and then it become, you put 5,000, then after 3 years it compounded, your 5,000 become 5788.13. But they are asking you to calculate the total interest. Okay, so to find your total interest, this one is total amount. It includes the 5,000 that you put in. So the total interest, you need to take your 5788 and minus away the money you put in. Because the money you put in is your own money, it is not the interest that was being earned. So the interest earned is the from 5,000 become 5,788. So the 788.13 is the interest. In this case, they want you to find interest. Okay? Okay. Solve quadratic equation. Quadratic means got x squared, got x number. So again, it is just like what we did just now. You need to apply your formula. The formula is x equals negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this one not given, just have to remember.